All right, so let's get to the field of play. Tough loss yesterday, blown save from Kyle Finnegan, but we're just continuing to marvel at James Wood. Week in and week out.
And Dylan's hitting the ball too.
And Dylan has come around, but James Wood has just been crushing the ball.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good place right now. I think that, after a kind of an inconsistent start for him, Darnell and Chris Johnson have got him in a good place, and he feels confident, and he's going to be, if he's not already, one of the most dynamic players in the league, and when you look at kind of the emergence since CJ came back, and you got Wood and you got Cruz and Louis starting to heat up a little bit offensively. It's a fun young offense to watch, and day in and day out, and with offense comes ebbs and flows, and I think that these guys are getting more consistent. They're getting more into their routines, and I think you can see, the fruits of their labor of all the hard work they put in with our hitting people, and just starting to carve out a little niche for themselves, in the game.
And having CJ back up at the top, especially last night with the 4 hits, I mean, he just did some serious damage. But we talked about it last week, and when he came back from his rehab, you said, yeah, we need him at the top. And last night, man, he was really good.
Yeah, it gives you another dynamic bat in the lineup. That plays a premium position. So he's an important cog to the lineup, and he kind of makes us go at the top of the lineup. Gives us a burst of energy every time he plays, and he's an important part of this ball club.
Mike, I was there. Unfortunately, I was there that second game against the Mets, right?
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, where we lost a tough one, 2-0. But I was right there in those great seats that we have right behind home plate. And again, every time I see it in person, I'm particularly struck by just James Wood and just how calm he is. I've never seen anything like. I thought Ryan Zimmerman was pretty darn calm, cool, and collected. Have you ever seen anybody as just
chill?
Just chill, and I don't mean this with any negative connotation. I mean, obviously, the moment's not too big for him ever, and he rises to the occasion, so there's no negative connotation to it. But I've never seen anybody as calm, cool, and unfazed as Wood. I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's a cool customer. He's not overhyped by a lot of situations. He's kind of that's his persona and his personality. And you look back at some of those low heartbeat guys like we talked about. You mentioned Zim, which I think is right on.
Right.
Anthony Rendon had that type of capability, and Woody is he's right there on that list. And for such a low key guy, he lets his bat do a lot of the talking because he doesn't say a word.
No, and I don't mean to belabor it. I'm sorry. But I'm watching him in the on-deck circle, right? And then it's his turn he walks to the plate even slowly. Like he is in no rush, and yet, he's this fierce, opponent, this fierce hitter at the plate,
He's got a calm demeanor.
Second to nobody.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's just going to do things at his pace. And
he's a lot
remarkable.
like his dad. His dad Kenny.
His dad was like that?
He's very chill like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he was on the basketball court, he was beast.
Right, he wants to kill you.
Yeah.